this time coming from here, if somebody is on the top, let's just say it happens like as the tower is flying, going above the forest area, and Lysander teleported closer to the giant construct of nature energy, like a forest guardian. You see the same thing as before, the two circles of energy that like pull down, like destroy the swathes of the forest, and inside of it rises another titan-like creature, but this time instead of being made of like, you know, nature elements like leaves, rocks, huge chunks of trees, this time it looks like a titanic version of air elemental.
Oh, does it? That's not good.
Yes, and almost like immediately, like there are, by default, he doesn't even, like, you don't know what's going on, but by default, like suddenly around him there are like a small tornadoes going around. For now, it looks around and it also begins to move towards the south. That's the second. Okay, so I'm guessing in Kiros your plan still goes the same. Get the hell out of the Dutch with the tower. Do you use the teleport? Tower teleport?
Yes.
Technically you can. The situation wasn't... I'm guessing you are leaving the teleport of the tower to dire situations. This might be a dire situation.
Also, regularly pass his use magic device check on how to drive it.
Oh yeah, use magic
Genkira is one of the better drivers of it anyway.
Yep. So use magic device.
No, but what I mean is that regularly Genkira has used it before, so it's not an issue, is it?
Yeah, we can understand what you mean.
Okay, so as you do that, because it will only matter like how well you teleport, like if the elves do get any inconvenience or something. Okay, so as Lysander teleported closer to the giant, basically you see that the giant gets closer to the front lines, and as there's like a line of burning trees, burning part of forest, he just makes a swish of hand, which like normally it's like a, for normal people it might be a like bit slap, but he just leans down and makes a swing using his massive arm as a like a scythe, and completely like rips off, roots out a huge amount line of trees. And because of the wind blow, like he extinguishes some part of the forest, and those poor bastards that were the close, you can see just people flying up in the air, going backwards, and like as they land there's like a crunch of breaking bones, of armor denting in. Like with this move, and he wasn't focused on the army itself, he just like killed at least like 100 or 200 of soldiers.
By the way, we're talking about the human Azure Empire army.
Yes.
You know what? This is Azure Empire army, but they do not exactly 100% human. It's multiracial.
Yeah,
But you
because
do not
it
see many
used to be
elves.
human. We knew that, but it isn't now, is it?
No,
Guys, you
no.
really have bad understanding. Azure Empire is not purely human empire. That was multi and is multi-racial empire. There are many races living in these lands. Sure, the emperor was human.
Just that when we went to the city, it was mostly human. That's what I remember.
Yeah, it was, but there are other races too.
Yeah, yes, sorry, Matt. I just, you know.
So yeah, how close do you get to the forest guardian thing?
Oh God, not closer than 100 feet or so.
Okay.
Bear in mind I'm flying,
Do you
so-
have like a kind of spells that hide you from sight?
Invisibility.
I would have probably put vanish on as the last thing, but No, it's not. No, I don't, because that would be cheating. It's not part of my normal
Okay, so
spell.
like you are like 100 feet or something, and you are in the sky.
Yes.
So technically, if somebody was near you, he could see you.
Yes, they can see me.
Okay. So basically, for now it's like recon. So for now, like the guy, the Titan, engages with the common foot soldiers, like immediately break ranks because they don't have shit against him. Some like they shoot us like hundreds on hundreds of fire arrows that they just like stick in, but the fire doesn't spread out or just gets extinguished immediately after. So yeah, it seems like he's completely stalling and destroying that part of the army. But at some point, like he's swinging, so sometimes like it doesn't seem like he has eyes specifically. Doesn't something that resembles eyes. Basically, at some point, if you like stick around, like he looks in on that direction, and like his head like towards like somewhere where you are. Then he leans downwards. And do you are in the meantime? Have you used any detection spells on him, like detect good, detect evil?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I keep forgetting to buy a bunch of spells, so I don't get any of
So
those.
basically, what happens? Like he starts reaching for something on the ground. Like his massive hands disappears on through the forest area. Something on the ground, and he grabs something. There's like a sound of ripping. Pulls out, and you can see this is like a massive tree. It's not like a wooden log. It's just entire tree rooted out. And then he throws it at you.
Well,
Does
that's not very nice.
Yeah, he throws the tree at you.
What a dick.
Now you'll get kinda understanding that why the elders were not keen on that question. Control is not an option here.
Did the Asia Emperor even stand a chance against the thing?
So he can throw a tree at me from that range.
For now, you are doing this like a rule of cool. Basically, in Fluff Stuff, that happens like he rooted up a huge ass tree and he throw it at you.
Wow, that's awesome. I mean, it's incredibly unpleasant, but it's quite amazing. Presumably, I'm going to obviously flit about, and with my protection from arrows, which apparently is for all ranged weapons, even if it's a fucking tree. Anything that does hit me will be reduced a bit, but it's still impressive. So, okay, my duty. God, I hate being a people person.
People person, says the racist.
He's an elven person.
No, it's awful. It's really, really unpleasant. I wish I was. Okay. What we're going to do is. Okay, make sure I don't get into any trouble. I cast Sonic Form so that I'm incorporeal for all intents and purposes on this plane. And then I fly over the troops and yell.
Laughing smugly.
No. Retreat to Dragonhide.
Oh, face my wrath.
Like at this point, because like the front lines, they're like, fuck this shit, and who can still run and walk, they're just like breaking ranks
but the
completely.
thing is, I can fly very close to them because I've taken Sonic Form.
Yeah,
so
I know. Just
shit
to make you realize that.
And
they are just somewhere like here.
They're probably too disorganized to really pay you any attention.
absolutely, but
You still got to try.
I've got to do something for them.
I mean, some of them might have heard the message, but they won't act it right now. Because for now, first, they have to survive. Second, they have to go to the homesteads. Third, get their bearings. Fourth,
Fine.
escape from the army or some kind of general to not face death by desertion. Then get to the island. So for
Fine,
now,
okay,
we are
I say
spreading the
retreat,
message.
retreat, and then I fly over to see where, if they have a general, to see if... I'm going to see if they've got a general...
To be
already.
entirely honest, the general will probably be running with the rest of them.
Yeah, I know, but I can fly faster.
True.
Gotta go fast.
Give me a perception check.
Never.
Bollocks.
You know what?
You
Because
walk over to a random foot soldier. Hey, General, listen to me.
Because it's a really battle tense situation, there's like a huge fucking giant that throws some shit. You see some kind of officers, at least you guess so, but you cannot recognize a guy that's have like general bearings. In the
Alright.
meantime, as you were like flying, spreading the message, you kinda realize other thing.
I do appreciate that they might not appreciate me.
Yeah, the wind really starts picking up.
Fine.
Do you look in the the other direction?
Yeah, I'm assuming I'm allowed to another perception check, yeah?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Oh, bloody hell, my rolls are terrible.
I mean, because you might have for a moment fly out from the battle, you kinda realize that from the distance, because it's once again like 20-30 kilometers away, two things are happening at once.
Oh, I can always see invisibility.
Let me tell you, it doesn't matter like see invisibility or not. First of all, once again, third time and the last time you get, there's the same feeling as with the other Titan-like creatures appearing, like this oppressive force of nature. Technically green magic, but it feels like too powerful, like unveiled, something that should not be wielded and used by mortals or something like that. And you see, this time, from the north, like closer to the mountains. Okay, so that's way farther, but it's perfectly visible because you kind of realize that the massive like clouds have formed in the sky, so there's very cloudy, and suddenly in that area close to the mountains there's like a blinding, the biggest fucking lightning bolt you ever saw, like the lightning bolt that's big as a maybe as a flying castle in terms of thickness, that falls down from the sky, like, and there's like a flash of blue light and thunderous roar that echo goes through the forest. And after that dies down, there is a, well, you might guess that, a titanic version of sort of a lightning elemental.
Oh, right, so that's not good.
And this one, it's very clearly that he starts moving towards Isena. So bad towards Isena. And that was one thing that was happening at the same time. Second thing, as I mentioned, the wind starts picking up. So you see that the air elemental has like his sort of arms up in the air, you know, like Goku,
Yeah.
give me your power. And you see that some sort of power from him, like winds going up in the air that starts forming the clouds, and then like his entire form goes higher and higher. So basically like he changes his form to be like the part of this massive cloud formation, which, yeah, the wind really starts picking up, and there are like maybe 1 or 2 tornadoes already forming up.
Right, this is difficult. Um.
People.
God. Are the people? Are the people? Are the? Is the army moving? And run away
Yes,
now?
those who can see, they like immediately broke ranks and they are running the fuck away. And then, for how long do you like planning to stay here?
Well, I'm going to encourage the people to run away.
Yes,
But
encourage yourself while you're at it.
oh no, I'm all right. By casting a fireball at the tree elemental. I know it doesn't. It's not going to do much, but it's more for the visuals, for the purpose.
Yeah,
of...
like you like putting fireballs on him, like, and he puts another tree,
No,
throws
no,
at it
no.
at you.
The thing is, I don't care that it doesn't make any difference, but it's more for the army to see that.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you stay up, you stay and keep fighting. So after several minutes of trying to buy some time for the escaping folks, there is another like change in the air. And really, don't ask me for details and now figuring out like who they are exactly, but some kind of uber elite remnant force of the Azure Empire riding on the fucking dragons with like some amount of magical equipment arrives on the scene, and then, sorry for winging it up, but I really don't have power to like start describing the tiny clash between 2 or 3 powers. Like some races like dragon riders with magical equipment that are throwing powerful spells and whatnot. And basically that's what's
Nope.
happening, going on, and I think
Mm,
at
bro.
that we can cut the scene. At some point
Yes,
probably
yeah.
Lysander will return to the dragon hide.
Yeah, as soon as it looks like they look in a survivable position, I'll go back to the elves and get everybody back so that we can all get back.
Yeah, okay. So the one last evacuation ride is for the frontline soldiers, and yeah, you do that day or 2 days later, sometime later.
Throw some crap like obsidian flow underneath the tree elemental's feet.
Yeah, for like visual purpose, sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I know it doesn't do anything, but you know.
Yeah.
What
So
spells?
after much devastation and fight, you might guess that sooner or later the Titanic guys will either fall down or like the juice will run out. So yeah, let's flash forward.
Elven elders, your friends, our friends, I suppose, managed to unleash holy hell on everything. If you
Not
can
friends, fools.
yes, well, there
We
is
know lots of both
there
types.
is a possibility it can be turned to good. These things.
As far as we can tell, they are probably dead.
No, it's not them. I mean the Titan elementals. They are unfocused.
Just
and
I'm saying they cannot be like used as a tool of good. They either died, were destroyed in the massive fighting with this elite unit. Somebody from elite also died, or their juice, the power that were used to summon them and like give them form, after some time ran out and they just disappeared.
all right, forget it then.
That was one trick pony.
Okay, fine. You see, my idea was to point them in a direction.
Which is kind of what the elves did, to be honest.
Yeah, well, screw it. Never mind.
Okay, so let's flash forward to yet another day. If you don't mind, you all meet up once again, are together at your flying castle. You get introduced to your new ally, Oviv.
Oh
Gang?
yeah, what's the
Office?
elf?
Gang.
What's the name of the elf elder who we've been talking to?
Give me a moment. Estor.
Estor. Cool.
Thank you. Okay, so yeah, you meet up all together, and yeah, either for now I might be adding something more, but for now the elven refugee settlements, they are either going to Tree Haven settlement, which is on northern part of the island, or I really don't want to figure out the
Yeah,
proper
don't figure
names,
it out. And the idea I was trying to suggest
or this one.
that they covered the whole of the forest as a sort of guerrilla warning line, because they're the best at it as forest rangers, you know.
Yeah, but the thing is, for now they do not.
But most of them
They do not need to,
most of them are pottery makers and
because Azure Empire is not attacking the island, and if they did, they would probably have to use the free bridges at the
By the way,
Dragon Tail.
should we destroy the bridges, guys?
Yeah, let's not let any more refugees on the island.
Well, no, I know it sounds
Yeah,
pretty.
that would be extremely evil.
Well, yeah, but we have to destroy the bridges off when enemies come. Don't
Yeah, but that's still
Yeah,
ways
but
off.
that's still a while away.
Yeah, that
So-
won't
Yeah.
that won't happen tomorrow, nor in week, nor in 2.
we? So we can keep the bridges for the moment. Okay.
Yeah. Besides, you kinda all of you realize that the only reason they went for him before is that because there are not many natural resistance, and between Dragon Tail and Azure Empire there's like a
Natural
fucking
resistance.
deep marsh.
Not
Natural
much
barricade
natural
or something.
resistance.
Or something. I'm not native English speaker, you motherfucker.
Nah, you're pretty good.
No,
Okay,
you
so honestly, I'm a bit of a tired, and I think, and I have stuff for West the Mud prepared, but I think I might leave
We
that
can
for
take that next time.
another session. But before we decide that, like, you as a group, do you plan immediately to go to another adventure part of the world, like right after you deal with the stuff, or will you give yourself like 2 or 3 days of rest?
Well, yeah, but it's just boring to roleplay rest, and I'd rather.
But we can just flash forward the rest.
And if you're going to talk about that downtime, I'd rather just Skype you the things I want to spend treasure on, because, for example, because I know that my guy has got underpowered equipment for what I'm trying to
Yeah, it
do.
might be finally some time to do some
Yeah,
buying.
but it's boring to do it with
And I can
everybody.
finally spend my 50,000 gold.
Yeah, do that between sessions. As I said, I'm only
But-
asking, we do not need to roleplay the downtime. I'm just saying, okay, so you take 2 or 3 days to just rest,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
let's do
we
that.
jump in.
Yeah, so let's say for the time being, we take 2 or 3 days to rest, and so that in the meantime, before the next session, we can buy stuff or start crafting stuff or whatever. And
Is the rest of the
then,
group okay with that?
and then next
Yeah.
session, we can get onto another adventure.
Because the other reason I asked for that 2 or 3 days, now I have opening that will end the session. This will be some sort of a cliffhanger. I was wondering if this is too quick, but I decided, if the situation goes to hell, we might as well start right now.
Oh god,
The
it's
end of
gonna
the
be
world is
worse,
not
it?
coming, something else is happening. Because as you are resting, basically rumors and information starts flying around about 2 things. First of all, there's just a massive civil disobedience riots in Rolimia Republic. History is that the most people fought because government and the others like started spreading the message, yo, there's some bad shit going on and you need to get out of here. but the most of people thought, no way, that's a Hawks prank, and they only want telling us that so that we get the hell out of here, because we are already refugees from other part of the Republic, so they just want to get rid of us. So hell no about that, and we resist. So there's like currently massive clusterfuck at Rolima Republic, and the information that will get to you as we will begin the next session. I will repeat that once again. There was a coup d'etat in the Inquisition,
Oh, wicked! I'm glad to see them again.
and from what they hear, what the message they sent, because they are so prideful and whatnot. Basically,
The Lannisters send their regards.
they basically that look at what the mages did. Like, they are blaming like the spellcasters of Orsos, the magic itself. That look at these tragedies that are going on, and like we have to stop this. And the Inquisition was not strong enough. Now our Inquisition is strong. So basically, the renegade faction made a coup d'etat and they took over the Inquisition order.
Right.
And the name that goes out is that right now the new Grand Master is called Ryder Safar, and before that he was Knight General, one of the enforcers of the Inquisition. For now, the common knowledge, the rumors, is that the rest of the order, I mean, not the leaders, like for example Grand Master Osmond Ateron, they are dead, but who knows what happened to them.
Do I know the general? I mean.
You were part of the Inquisition. Which general? The Ryder Safar?
Yeah.
I mean, he's one of the youngest knight generals in the order, so it depends how long ago did you leave.
Like left less than a year ago, to be honest.
Okay. So yeah, you know that he was one of the youngest knight generals, that he was almost 35 years old. He was good looking, male human with red hair and green eyes. I don't know, did you, during your time in Inquisition, did you like care to know him better?
Yeah, I knew quite a few people in the Inquisition.
I mean, like, about his character. So he was one of these like orphans or something, that he had a lot of grief and anger inside of him because of the people he lost to probably magic, and he was one of the least compassionate towards his enemies. And now, yeah,
sounds like an interesting guy. Let's kill him.
He's the top dog. At least that's what the common folks, you know. The information changes during how it goes, so who knows if he's really the top dog in the Inquisition. And yeah, that's the end of the session.
Yeah.
Let's leave it at cliffhanger at that.